When it comes to relationships, you always fantasize about the white horse and the carriage. But let's talk about how in 2022, the one thing that may die is love and marriage. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Today, I want to talk to you guys about marriage in 2022. You guys, things are looking too good. Now, I will say, I believe in love. I believe in marriage. I've never experienced both, but, you know, I'm a dreamer. I like to fantasize about who I'm going to be with in the future and think about my next prospect. But for the longest, I never believed in marriage because, I'm gay. We never, up until, I want to say, when was that bill passed? In 2013, 2014, that's when gay marriage was legalized. So it was just I can have that. Wow. But y'all, when it comes to marriage in the near future, it's a joke. No, I'm just kidding. But a lot of these married couples today treat it as a joke because it just feels like these days with social media, I fully blame social media for ruining dating, relationships, and marriage. That may be a cop-out, but it is what it is. Social media has given us access to people that we, in everyday walking life, would have never had access to. I'll never forget, I knew somebody that had a girlfriend in Houston, a girlfriend in Los Angeles, and a girlfriend in Toronto, Canada. And that sounds really exhausting to me, but it's a thrill for them, and it's a thrill for a lot of people. The scandal, the lies, the deceit, that gives people a rush that they're missing throughout in their everyday life. I think some people cheat because it's fun, to be honest with you. And then with the fact that we're all mammals. Now, like I said, I believe in love and marriage, but I have conflicting and hypocritical thoughts because at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, we're animals, we're mammals. And animals and all that, they're never monogamous. They're not. And I always wrestle with this question of, were we meant to be with just one person for the rest of our days? I always think about you know how you have more than one soulmate throughout your whole entire lifetime? A soulmate could be a lover or a best friend, but you have more than one soulmate. So it's just were we really meant to be with one person for the rest of our lives? But yeah, reverting back to what I said, things are just not sacred anymore. Everything's just free game. Everybody hits on everybody. Everybody messes around. People have a work husband, a work wife. People just, they have sneaky links, that new phrase that the kids like to say. Everything is just not sacred anymore. And it's just there is this meme going around saying that a lot of these, rich marriages, the marriages with the full-blown wedding ain't lasting longer than the courtroom marriages. And to be honest with you, that's true low-key tea, but it is what it is. I just want things these days to just be right. But they're only going to get worse, and I'm going to explain exactly why. Now, I want to start off talking about two marriages that have a little bit of scandal going on. First, starting off with Megan Good and Devon Franklin. Megan Good, if you guys don't know who she is an actress all the way from the 90s. She was a kid in the movie Friday, and she was from Cousin Skeeter. She was in a lot of stuff. I love her movie Video Girl. I've watched that movie at least 50 times, y'all. Straight to BET realness. On top of y'all, Megan Good, why has she not become A-list? Megan Good, in my opinion, is a good actress, very pretty, and she had some great shows going on, but they always get canceled. Every time you put Megan Good in a television show, it ends up being a good show, but it always gets canceled. She is a curse in television. For example, I loved her in that show Minority Report because I'm a sucker for sci-fi, and sci-fi is just on a decline, and I really hate that. But it was a great show that they just went ahead and canceled after one season and didn't give it a chance. I'm just ugh. It's hard to even get invested in shows these days. But whatever, I'm rambling. But Megan Good, for about, I want to say 6 years, probably more than that, maybe less, who knows. She was married to a pastor by the name of Devon Franklin. And y'all, Devon Franklin is just a very fine piece of the man, but I will say, just looking at him, I'll say it. Homeboy looks like he like a finger up his ass one time or two, but that's just my opinion. Don't listen to me. But I noticed some things were off with them when Megan Good was starting to be more visible, and you never saw her with Devon. And then if you went to Devon Franklin's Instagram, you didn't really see that many posts with Megan Good in them. And then I think about a few weeks ago, probably a month ago, Megan Good was out with some friends and she didn't have a ring on. So I'm just like, oh, okay, what's really going on? But lo and behold, at the ass end of the year, it has been announced that those two are divorcing. And I must say, not saying that these two were a little, freaky deaky, but I will say when it comes to Christian couples tend to be a little open. I don't know exactly what caused their divorce, but when it comes to Christian couples, y'all, Christians in general are some of the biggest freaks. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Whenever you see somebody just so devout in the church and just, yes, Jesus, praise him, and constantly on their knees, they're also constantly on their knees in other ways as well. But I will say, those two, I feel like they were like a great match. Like, I really liked them two together. But, I mean, they're not going to tell us, like, what exactly happened. So it's only, like, speculation at this point, but whatever it is, they're no longer together. And it's sad seeing a union not last. And I must say, you guys, the life expectancy for marriages are getting shorter and shorter. Like I said, like our parents and grandparents, that was all they knew. Like they only operated with what was in their vicinity. But now we could just meet anybody, anywhere, get flued out, all that jazz, and bam, I have a boyfriend here, girlfriend there. You get a boyfriend, you get a girlfriend, like that. That's what things are today. Or you just remain single like my ass. But speaking of Christian couples being freaks, I want to talk about Steph Curry and what was her name? Ayesha Curry. That's her name. There is talk about those two being in an open marriage. Now, y'all, take this with a grain of pink Himalayan salt, but I will say, it doesn't surprise me. Like, nothing surprises me anymore, especially with Steph and Ayesha Curry. Especially Ayesha Curry. Like, y'all, I'm sorry. This is not to be negative, but she rubs me the wrong way. Like, when somebody is just like, granted, I love positivity and positive people, but when people are just like overtly positive and overtly like, Jesus, oh, I would never do that. I want to be covered up from my man. Ayesha rubs me the wrong way, y'all. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because she probably rubbed y'all the wrong way too. Like, anytime that she did a mess up, people were ready to jump at her because she acts like she is just goody two-shoes, so perfect. And it's just like, girl, no. And I'll never forget, like, she shamed women for, like, dressing provocatively. But the minute the homegirl lost a little bit of weight, you couldn't keep clothes on her ass. So I see through Ayesha Curry and I see through her image. But if those two are in an open marriage, it does not surprise me. Steph Curry, let's keep it real. Steph Curry is faced with a lot of temptation. The boy is light-skinned, blue-eyed, tall basketball player. We even saw one of his thoughts in the whatchamacallit, in the crowd, licking her lips at him on live television. So we can only imagine what goes on behind the scenes and what the girls do to test his ass. And I'm pretty sure he gave in one time or two. Like, let's keep it real. Like, I don't put anything past anybody. They have a great wholesome image, but the Curry family, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I can see them having an open marriage so that they can keep that image upheld in the public, and whatever happens behind closed doors happens behind closed doors. Like, it's like an understanding. Just as long as you don't have a baby on me and none of the mess gets out, we're Gucci. And she's literally living in Gucci. And like I said, y'all, I'm not being negative. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Like, whenever you see somebody that just, like a union that just puts out this overtly positive image, like nothing is going on, Trust with a plus, 9 times out of 10 behind the scenes, their shit is in shambles. Lastly, y'all, I don't think things are going to get any better for marriage and relationships, all because of the metaverse, which is going to be a heightened version of social media. It's literally going to be us jumping into social media. Now, y'all, I can't see into the future, but I know a little about NFTs and gas fees. So I'm pretty much somewhat locked into the metaverse already before it's even here, and you guys need to start preparing for all that shit because it's coming. Like, whether you like it or not, it's coming. And I guarantee you, just like in that show Black Mirror, the metaverse is going to have a sexual session when people just hop online to have virtual sex, possibly get a virus put on their computer. But hey, everybody's going to be having virtual sex in the metaverse, you guys. The metaverse is going to start off very positive, but over time, sexual bullshit is going to creep in just like it creeps in on Twitter. But yeah, y'all, it just feels like we're going to hell. I'm not to be negative again, y'all, but it just feels like things are just going to shit. Like, marriage isn't sacred anymore. It doesn't really matter. Everybody's having open marriages and relationships. People are like fucking other people, bringing diseases back into their relationships. Everybody's just rude as fuck. Everybody has a piss poor ass attitude and outlook on life. Like, I'm just like, you know what? I just want to wear rose-colored glasses. That's what I want. Like, no matter what bullshit is coming my way, I just want to just be a pony for peace and love. But, y'all, if you're a kind person, just be kind. And if you have somebody that you love and that you're with and you guys trust each other, in this day and age, hold on to them tight and marry their ass. Just hold on tight, because it's ghetto as fuck out here, y'all. Ghetto as fuck. But those are my views. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.